Good afternoon, everyone. This is Abid Khan, and you are watching Karachians Academy YouTube channel. So we have started a series of CIE past paper solution. So today we have selected AS level accounting 9706, and we have selected its paper 1, its version 2, and 2022 latest attempt of May-June. So we will do question number 7 and onward. So let's move on to question number 7. This is question number 7. At 31st December 2021, sales ledger control account had a balance of 19,100, while the total balances, remember one thing, balances in the sales ledger were 20,900. Balances in the sales ledger were 20,900. The following reconciliation statement had been prepared after the errors were located. So they have shown you this reconciliation, and what is required, what is the correct amount of trade receivables as shown in the statement of financial position. So requirement is what will be the trade receivables correct account, right? What should be the trade receivables correct amount? This we have to calculate. So remember one thing, what we call trade receivables, we call it account receivable, the different name of same account receivable and sales ledger control account. They all are same. Basically, trade receivables or account receivable, you can call them control account. Trade receivable, this is also in control account. Actually, anyone name can you can give name to account receivables. Either you can say account receivable control account, you can name it trade receivable control account, or you can name it sales ledger control account. Why we call it sales? Because number one thing, this account is opened in general ledger, right? And this is a total account, means it is a control account. Here party wise information is not available, right? Customers account are not available, right? Where we maintain customers account, we maintain a separate sales which is called sales ledger. And what mean by sales ledger, it means different parties accounts, individual parties account you open up here. If I say Mr. Abid, Mr. Khalid and Mr. Shahid and so many people, we call it the sales ledger. Also we call it customer ledger. This is just for clarification. Also we call it, because they are debtor, so you can call them debtor ledger. You can call them different, but this is the ledger where different accounts are maintained. So individual parties accounts are mentioned here. If I say only one thing, if it has balance 1,000, it has balance receivable 2,000, and it has receivable balance 5,000 balance, and there are so many parties, right? So the balance of total sales receivable will be 1000 and 2000 and 5000, and this will be 8000. So the individual balances of your customer's account will be the total of that will call sales ledger balances, total sales ledger balances, right? And here in general ledger you maintain this account, only one account, and you put, if the individual account balances is appearing as 8000, so this will appear in total as 8000 opening balance BD. So this account, basically the trade receivable control account or account receivable control account or the sales ledger control account, this is a control account, and which gives you the total figures, and this is serve as a control to control this sales ledger, right? And as per the process, the informations from bills, books of prime entry goes to general ledger, and from general ledger goes to trial balance, and from trial balance you prepare balance sheet and profit and loss. This is the process. No information goes from the subsidiary ledgers. All accounts are maintained in general ledger. That is why the trade ledger account, trade receivable account, the balances appear here, will appear in the balance sheet. So now what is required here? The required here is the following is a reconciliation. Balances of the sales ledger control account. It means these balances. And you, as I explained you, your control account will always be equal to the sales ledger total balances, and the closing will be equal to them. So the balances as per these are your balances. So the credit says omitted from sales journal. Actually, where the information, individual information comes from bills or books of prime entry into individual informations to the subsidiary sales ledger, but total goes to general ledger. The total goes to general ledger, individual comes to general ledger, to subsidiary ledger. Okay, so credit sales omitted from the sales journal. So this was omitted in the sales journal or sales day book. So it means it was not recorded even in the sales ledger, not recorded in the general ledger. So they are asking you what is the correct amount of the total receivable as shown in the statement of financial position. You have to find out its correct balance. So correct balance, what would be? The opening balance is 19,100. So this credit sales was omitted. So this was omitted in the sales ledger as well as in the general ledger. So this will, you have to add it here, 16,100. So this will be added in the balance, and discount allowed understated in the sales ledger. So this mistake you made in recording here in sales ledger, right? So it has no impact on the control ledger. You did not make any mistake in the control ledger, so no correction in the, so you have to ignore this balance. So only you have to add this, and the total balance would be, let me have my calculator. $19,100 plus 16,100, 19,100, 16,100, this will be 1,600. This is 19,100 plus 1,600. Because this was the sales you did not record it in book of prime entry, that is why it was not recorded in GL. So general ledger you have to correct it. So your total would be 20,700. So your answer will be D.